Sagittarius, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you're watching this, Saggy, do trust there's a message here for you. If you're a regular, calling back in for another reading, welcome back, Sag. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is BRONYA. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Looking forward to bringing you through this message. If you do enjoy it, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button. Keeps the readings flowing, channel growing, so it also helps me keeping the, somebody said that, haven't I? Sorry, it helps me connect with your energy. It's a lot to think about here. And yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know where you are tuning in from. You know I love to hear, so I hope you haven't lost faith in me because I stuffed up my intro. But anyway, let's jump into the cards. I've got number 28, peace. And I have number 21, resilience. So what I'm taking from this, Sag, is a situation that you have had to carry the weight, carry the load, and meet with your strength, your persistence, your determination is going to come into balance. There's going to be peace. Maybe soon you'll be able to let go of that weight. So let's see where this is going. I think that is, yeah, that's a beautiful message. We have something that is, it's almost like the sigh of relief here. So I'm going to work with the Divine Initiation Oracle and the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot. I'll link these stunning decks down below if you want to explore them. If you want to arrange a personal reading or healing, you'll also find my website link and the socials, Instagram and TikTok. I am really active and interactive over there with different daily content. Ooh, no. That is interesting. Maybe you received a no and you've had to have resilience, right? And we're told that you're going to be entering a place of peace. Maybe it's not the right time to make any big decisions or choices right now. It's almost like just sit with it. Just sit with it because there's more clarity or insight coming in. Now, I happen to be reading this on a Saturday. I never do your reading on a Saturday, Leo. Always do your one on a Tuesday, every single week. Like, I'm like clockwork. I don't really change it up that much. But tomorrow is the solar eclipse in Virgo, right? And that is the closing out the eclipse portal. But we know that the eclipse energy, you know, it stays around for a long time. It's not a flash in the pan. So I think that there could be, you know, this week, like when you're watching this reading, there could be some insight that has come through from that. Or if something big happened the weekend that I'm doing this reading, just sit with it for a little bit longer. Just sit with it. All right, let's learn more. Let's learn more, Sag. Oh, okay, I'll need my censorship crystal. But I've got the death card. That's the no. But I want you to know something is that something's transforming. Now, this card can be about endings, but generally that's not permanent endings for me. It's endings that give way to something new, that give way to new life. So hence that would be why we don't want to make big decisions or, you know, close the door on something. It's saying just retreat. Just retreat because something is alchemizing here. That's Scorpio energy. It's the depths, right? That's feeling, I know it's a Virgo solar eclipse, but eclipses take us to the deep psyche. I mean, I've got a list on my phone about this big with all the dreams and the angel numbers, the synchronicities. It's been absolutely wild for me. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Now, don't be surprised if emotional stuff is coming up. And I'm here with you on this, Sag. Like, it's not just you, okay? It's everyone across the board right now. There could be something that you received a no and it was a loss or a disappointment, but the 5s are points of change, realignment, redirection. And one of the key messages of the 5 of Cups is there's something right behind you that you don't see. And I think you don't see how this is transforming or where this is leading you to. The Emperor. Well, it's leading you to stability. Sometimes things have to destabilize to come back together in a stronger form. Aries energy coming in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you might be dealing with one, or maybe Sag, you've got another fire placement there in Aries somewhere. This is saying, hold your vision. That's the message that I'm getting, that this no either becomes a yes or it shifts something so that it can continue. Now, the Emperor is a bit of a checkmate energy, right? It's almost like there's another move that's going to be made here. It could have been a career no with the Emperor. No, you didn't get the job. But then it falls through with the other person and you did. Or, I don't know, something like that. I mean, it's not clear what life areas. It's a general reading, guys. It's going to be playing out in different life areas. It could even be in a relationship for some of you. But what you don't see coming is the very thing that you were told no to. When a no becomes a yes. Is that the title of this reading? I don't know. I'll see if I remember it at the end, Sag. But what I see here is the page, which is a messenger, bringing this beautiful golden disc. But she's hiding it behind her back. So you think something's set in stone and it's not. The page is always the messenger that brings the ace, but it's saying almost but not quite. And this one happens to be the contract, the commitment, the physical, the stable ace. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, there it is. It's like, should we get a zoom on that? All right. There you go. I don't think I need anything else. I know it's like a simple kind of weird little message, but we've got the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, at this point, you are going into the emotional waters, right? You're grieving this. You think it's all hope's lost. You know, nothing's going to happen. It's all over. You know, you're digging into that resilience. Oh, another weight to carry. I didn't need this. I didn't need this, no. And what you're being told here is that something is transforming, but it's transforming energetically at the moment. And you can't see that in reality yet. You can't see it. The Emperor is here saying that a new foundation is being laid, or this is an important move that gets to a checkmate moment. Something is happening so that it redirects back to you. And the Ace of Pentacles is front and center. It's like almost but not quite. It's still in the energetic ether, and then it lands, right? The 8 of Cups is an interesting one because it talks about, I mean, it's the bottom of the deck energy, so it's the root or the shadow of the reading. And this is, it's still in motion, right? But one thing about the 8 of Cups is that it's where the missing piece lands that brings us to the 9 of Cups, the fulfillment of a wish or desire. That brings peace. Because something comes full circle, right? So you're being asked to stay in possibility, but from a surrendered place. I know you're carrying the weight, the load, the burden of this right now, Sagittarius, but the gold is coming. The sign on the dotted line, or, you know what, I want to be with you. Whatever it is for you. A no becomes a yes. And this eclipse could have been a major realization point for somebody here, or it shifts something like the tectonic plates. There's a seismic shift here in this situation. Checkmate. I'm going to leave it here, Sag. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want to follow up with a personal reading or healing, I will link you to my website down below. You can check those out. And the socials, Instagram and TikTok, for different daily check-ins. Very active over there. However, the big news is that in the middle of October, I will be launching Aligned, the 4 Fields experience, where I teach my alignment methodology, the 4 Fields method. Because what I found after doing 2,000 plus personal readings, Saggy, is that my gift is reading energy and reading pathways of potential. That's what we do in a reading. However, paths don't just open up, or you don't just step onto them, right? It does require action. But if it was easy, we would all be in our best life, right? And it's obviously not, because then I have people coming back in 6 months' time asking the same question, but they haven't taken any action and they're expecting a different result. And I genuinely want to help, right? I don't want to keep, you know, having people pay for similar readings. So this is kind of like birthed itself. I believe it's a channeled solution, and it's the bridge from where you are right now to where you want to go. And the philosophy is that if we want to align to change, we need to work through our 4 fields of being. They need to be congruent with where we want to head, or the outcome. Now that is through the spiritual field, values, beliefs, our soul why, our mental field, limiting thoughts, emotional field, emotional blocks, and our physical field, the true action that really makes a difference. And when all of that is in true congruence, that's when the magic happens. That's when the I am is fully embraced and stepped into. So if you want to explore my brainchild, or what I've been cooking up, the link is down below. And I'm going to leave it here. I am sending you much love and magic. Do take care, Sag. Bye for now.